Hello friends, back at it again with the videos, back at it again with the white vans. One of my favorite vines. I miss vines a lot. I was a vineaholic for a while, but then I got help. So I've actually posted a few videos pretty close to each other. Usually I post them at least once a week, but I only post stuff when I feel like there's something to post, or I should say I should post videos when I feel like there's something to talk about. And so it's sometimes I could have more videos in the week, sometimes I could have less. It just depends. But I promise I will give you guys the information as I have it, and if I feel that there's something that I need to address or talk to you guys about or kind of keep you guys in the loop, I'm going to do that. So it's not yesterday was gorgeous outside. Today, not so much. It's wonderful to be alive, but today is a little rainy. But we gotta have the rainy days to appreciate the good days. That being said, I wanted to make a video on the symptoms, or the side effects, I should say, of Lexapro that I was not expecting. And there's a big one that I wasn't expecting. It kind of crept up on me, and good, bad, or indifferent, it's here. And that is inhibition. So there's a lot of side effects of Lexapro, as I'm sure a lot of you know, or Zoloft. It's pretty much the same thing. Whether that's weight gain or increased anxiety, panic attacks. There's a lot of different things that could be a side effect. Well, one that happened for me, and it's happening right now, and it's not like a very alarming thing, but it is a thing, and that is the inhibition to do things. I have a moderately busy life. I'm not crazy. I don't overdo it too much, but I'm definitely not one to really sit around and just kind of exist, really. So I'm gonna roll up that window door. Got little Doras here. That being said, yesterday was the prime example of what I'm talking about. Where I'd normally be out and about. I got a lot of hobbies. Okay, I like 3-wheelers. I'm into beekeeping. I collect silver and gold. I'm into music. I play the guitar. I have a lot, and that's just only a couple of my hobbies. I like stuff. I like learning about stuff. That being said, I got a lot of stuff to do if I want to. Plus, work, and I have side jobs I have to do. Like I have to paint a motorcycle for a friend of mine that I've been kind of procrastinating on a little bit. And some of that is because I'm a parent, and some of that is because Lexapro. It's got to be Lexapro because usually I'm got a lot of pep in my step. But over the last few months, I'm so okay with just sitting on the couch and watching TV. Whereas before Lexapro, when I was panic stricken, I wasn't like that. I was kind of up and going. I always had something going on. I was always doing something. I really enjoy being outside. And now it's kind of a little different. So that being said, you might notice that. So it's not one that's like, bah, in your face, but it's kind of sneaks up on you, and all of a sudden you're like, why don't I want to do anything today? Why do I feel like the couch is like where I need to be? So yesterday it was gorgeous out. It was so pretty. It was like 72. It was a very cool breeze, but it was just perfect. It was like the perfect day yesterday. And I got off work, and it wasn't that hard of a day. And my wife was like, well, we should go to the zoo because we have annual passes to the zoo. Because she likes to go with my cousins at least once a week and just walk the zoo with the kids. So, I love animals. I can't even tell you how much I love animals. And I love the zoo. I had my 18th birthday party at the zoo. It was me and like 12 other 9-year-old birthday parties at the zoo. And that was my 18th birthday. And it was a blast. Everybody had a great time. That being said, I didn't want to go to the zoo. I didn't feel like I wanted to go do anything. All I wanted to do was go home and grab my little Henry. That's my baby, because he's 2 months. You know, he's just warm and cuddly and soft. I want to grab him and then watch TV and eat stuff. So she obligated me like a good wife does. Like, hey, we need to go out. We need to spend some time outside. I've been gaining weight, okay? It's been my thing, and I haven't been upset about it. I've been like, I had 250 pounds. That is, for me, that's a lot. That's like the most I've ever been. And so I hit it, and I thought when I hit it that I would be like, oh, wow, I really need to do something. This is about to end. I wasn't like that at all. I was like, 250. I'm gonna go get myself a Pop-Tart. Like, I was not upset. But she's right. I need to take better care of myself. But it's the inhibition of the Lexapro that makes me want to sit down and not do anything. It's almost like getting high. Like, seriously, I just want to sit down and eat stuff. So I have made a mental note of now, though, because it took me a while. I didn't just be like, oh no, this is a side effect. This is what's going on. My Lexapro is causing this. I wasn't like that. Okay. So now that I have it checkmarked in my brain that, hey, it's making me want to sit down. So now I need to make sure that I don't sit down. Okay, I sit down sometimes, obviously. You got to relax and have a good time and enjoy life. But I got stuff to do. I've got things to do. And I need to make sure that I know that the Lexapro is doing this, but I have to make sure that it doesn't take advantage of me wanting to sit down and make me sit down. So I have to fight it. But knowing that there's a problem is half the battle. So when I go, oh, I don't want to go off the couch, I can go, okay, it's Lexapro. Don't let Lexapro win. Push. That's how I got out of the depersonalization and the high stress, depression, all that stuff. That's how I got out of the woods, was that I pushed. And so when something comes along and it's making you not want to push, you're like, nah, fuck that. I need to push. I know what happens when I don't push. So Lexapro is wonderful. Don't get me wrong. I would much rather have some inhibition than be back where I was with like panic attacks and derealization, depersonalization. So this is a much better place to be. But if we can, let's kind of like have our cake and eat it too. That's kind of how my brain is right now. So yeah, I'm gonna push. I'm gonna not sit on my butt. I'm getting on a diet. I've told this to my wife. I gotta do it. And so actually, I told her that she's got to be my wingman or wing woman, and she's really got to help me stop. Like, no, you can't have like 2 sleeves of Oreos after dinner. You can't do that. That's bad. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go back on the keto diet. I know there's a lot of mixed things about the keto diet. The keto diet just happens to work for me. It worked. I've already lost weight once doing it. It works for me because it's easy. I just stop eating sugar and carbohydrates, and then I'm fine. And then I'll slowly shrink back down to being skinny faced Aaron. Keto actually helps quite a lot with anxiety anyway. So if you guys are having anxiety and you do need to shed a few pounds, it wouldn't be a bad idea to kind of look into the keto diet. I know it's kind of a fatty thing. Not fatty, but a fad-y thing. So, but it's worth looking into, because when I was in the thicket of head fog and all this bad stuff, I did get on the keto diet, and it did help quite a lot. Like, you'll be, like, once you're in ketosis, you have to get into ketosis. And once you get into ketosis and you're on it for a couple of days, you'll just be like, wow, my anxiety just kind of letting go. And you guys know me. If it's not there, like, placebos don't work on me, because I'm a very honest person, so I will tell you if it is or isn't working. And so I'm always on the assumption like, oh, they say keto is going to help you with your anxiety. And I'm like, well, we'll just see about that. And it did. It helped quite a lot. So, and there's a lot of science behind it. So you guys can look up videos. I always suggest, if you're interested in the keto diet, look at it. There's a Joe Rogan podcast with a guy named Dom D'Agostino. Most Italiano name you can get. Dom D'Agostino. So that's how I remember it. Check out that podcast if you're interested, and he's got a lot of cool information about the keto diet. He touches bases on anxiety and stuff like that. So this isn't a video about keto. This is a video about my inhibition and my steps I'm going to take to get around this, because what I don't want to do is I don't want to sit down and kind of get in a hole and get in a rut. I'm 28 years old, and I always tell everybody that anxiety and stress has its place. That's my big problem with marijuana and smoking marijuana. As you guys know, I don't smoke marijuana. It's never been like my thing. I've tried it a couple times, but actually marijuana is what kind of triggered the really big stuff. For people that don't know, I haven't watched all my videos. It triggered a lot of my depersonalization and stuff like that. But my main problem with marijuana is, and it's not that it's not for me, it's because marijuana makes you want to sit down, and it makes you not worry about what's to come. And that is great, but at the same time, when you're young, you need to worry about some things. You can't have a completely worry-free life, otherwise you're never going to amount to anything. You can't get to the top of a hill by sitting down, unless there's a tram, but that means somebody had to build the tram. And if you have parents that built the tram for you and you can sit down to the top, it's fantastic. But for the majority of us out here, that's not that way. So, and odds are, if you're watching my anxiety videos, it's not that way for you, which is why you have anxiety to begin with. So a little bit of anxiety goes a long way, and it's good. Just don't let it get over top of you. But don't let the inhibition get over top of you. Find the happy medium. Life's all about balance. Everything in moderation, including moderation. So, yep, just want to let you guys know that that's what's going on today. If you guys have any questions, comments, insults, all that fun stuff, you can leave them in the comments below. I love to hear from you guys. I really do. It's my subscriber and my watchers that are watching these videos. You guys are awesome people. Like, you guys are so personable, and like, you're really wonderful people. So yeah, please don't hesitate to comment. I love talking to you guys. But yeah, so if you need me, you know how to get a hold of me. Until next time, don't let the stress get onto you. Just know none of this is forever. For people going in the thicket, I'm going to say that in every video. This isn't forever. This isn't forever. You're going to get out of it. You'll be fine. Ain't nothing but thing chicken wang. See you later, guys.